let's talk about this tool. This tool is called proportional divider. I will have a link for the Amazon where I get that from. So if you are interested in what I am using, you can go to the video description to find a link. So let's talk about this tool. This tool is for drawing, of course. The most important point of using this tool is to have your photo reference printed out, and you can do any size, but make sure you are not like off range of this tool. You can see they have a range, so make sure it's in your paper size, shouldn't be too big. So I already measure already because you can see I position my paper. So the way I position is to measure how big is my paper. Like I'm on my portrait. Let's into the line. Like here. I want my portrait like this big because I will measure it. The way I measure it is to roughly measure the whole face from this part, and then corresponding roughly. Do you see? So, and then I made two lines. That's how you decide how big the portrait on your paper is. So this is very important. That is the overall measurement I want to talk about. And the other very important point I want to point out is to find an anchor point. Like try to find middle point, which is very like a landmark of the portrait. I would think is this nostril. How to call this part? I don't know. It's like the, oh my god, you cannot see. It's like here. So to find middle point of the landmark, so you can measure it from. I will talk about how I measure it from the landmark. So right now we can decide the anchor point. Let's decide the anchor point should be like here. So let's measure it. I think you should measure from the chin, and then corresponding to here. So my very dark. Do you see my point here? So that's the anchor point. So anything you measure should measure from this point. That's how I use, at least. I don't know who else have other opinion, but that's how I use. But if you have other way to use it, you can leave me a comment and let me know how. So let's start. So you can see I already start for the anchor point here. So let's start with the lip here. This lip here, right? Oh my goodness, it's so tiny. Your photo reference, you can put it bigger, but I cut it out from the magazine, so I have no choice. But you can if you have conviction or you have any portrait you want to do, print it bigger, so you can measure it easily. But because of my the size of my photo reference, so you can see, oh my goodness. So we can draw this from here. So this upper lip, maybe it's like that. So. And then measure the length of the nose, roughly, you know. So that's the length for now, and this is the upper lip. And everything is you can measure depending on how patient you are, like how accurate you want to. And then you can use the lip. The lip should be, I would say, here, here. Another way you can pinpoint it. The exact location is to measure your anchor point, like here, you know. So let's see, can be accurate, roughly, not precisely, but you get my point. And then for the eye, it's like that. So it's corresponding, you know, the nose here to here. And if you don't know roughly, you can just like eyeball. So we can do the same for the rest. Just like that. You see? And then make sure get that. This is a good tool to track your proportion if it's correct. Right now it does not look like face, of course, because we have no detail. We just want to pinpoint the landmark. And then the eyebrow, you can see how far away from the anchor point to decide the eye, because we remember we have the landmark from here. The anchor point is the nose, so we can see this from here. So let's see if it's correct. You can see we are a bit off, but it's okay. It's okay. And we can see the lemma is the anchor point is here. So okay, that's good enough, I think, right? And then we want to measure the face. Yeah, the face. Because I try to outline the face as soon as possible. And you can see. No, we have to measure from the anchor point. I keep forgetting. So it's from like parallel. Like that. And then yes. Like that. I know it's a bit complicated, but when you draw, you will get into it. You get better and better. Try to make it level, so you know exactly. That's exactly why this point is very important. So, and then the face, we can measure these here. And then to the trim, how far away to the trim? Oh, it's here already. We have a line here already. So the rest you can just draw, start to draw. You don't need to measure anything, just start to draw. You can measure as more point as possible, but I'm not that patient, so I start to just draw. And then we can fix it as we go. We can fix the portrait. You can see right now I have no detail, of course. Just like remember this one is here. I mean you can measure the anchor point here, but I'm just too lazy. Of course the upper head is here, so I guess the hair, something like that. I mean, it does not look like her exactly, but that's fine. And you can see, do we remember the eye position? We can just put the eye in. And do we see the nose here? And we don't know how, you can measure, but of course you can measure, use the tool to measure it. Because that is very important, the nostril. So you want to draw precisely, right? So just roughly. And I don't know, the nostril you can measure, but I'm just too lazy. And for the lip, of course you can measure, but right now I don't want to draw and see how it turns out. Okay. I mean, eyebrow, I don't know the precise shape, but the eyebrow is so thin, I guess, because women, they do eyebrows, so that's why they're so thin. So, and we can fix it, like gradually fix it, refine the detail. You can, of course, measure the width of the eye to see if it's correct. Not here. It's like, oh my goodness. That's why you try to print out your photo reference as big as possible. Right now, I eat the consequence. It's just like it's too small. I guess. I don't think I want to do that. So. Eyeball. Try to smooth out your line, and the rest is just refine the detail to make it look like a woman. So I don't think. This tool won't help you all, you just like measure the major landmark. So you still have to draw a lot, but you know, most of the landmark is measured, so it helps you a lot. But does it look like her? Oh, that's close enough, right? Portrait is not my thing. I like animal portrait.